This is Arvesa's hemp cream. Comes in this really nice box where it features the fact that it contains premium hemp extract, arnica, turmeric, and MSM. Okay, so what is MSM? Well, let me tell you about that and some of the other ingredients first. I won't read all of them, but it's important to know what's in this. So here's the highlights. Aloe vera, Boswellia serrata, which is frankincense, by the way, tea tree oil, menthol, MSM, which stands for methyl sulfonylmethane. And I know that's a mouthful, but it's a chemical sometimes used to help relieve things like inflammation. There's also organic arnica, turmeric, and hemp oil. And most of the other things in here are binders and emulsifiers to help keep everything together. By the way, they do say that everything is cruelty and paraben free, so if that's something that's important to you, that is definitely a consideration. All right, let me show you the actual container now. It's got a twist-off lid, and once you get that off, you can see that they give you this little dipping spoon so you don't always have to stick your fingers in the cream. And there is this little plastic separator to pull out too. I guess you really don't have to keep it in there, but I like to because it keeps the spoon nice and clean, right? So, lo and behold, here is the cream itself. A few things that I want to point out. First of all, it does work, by the way. Rub some into a painful area of sore muscles, and you should be able to feel some relief. There's definitely an almost instantaneous cooling sensation from the menthol, and then the arnica and turmeric work together to create a bit of a warming sensation. But yes, it is a heavily mentholated cream. So there is a strong smell of menthol, which I usually notice for, about an hour after I put it on. The smell is pretty similar to something like Icy Hot or Ben Gay, if you're familiar with those brand names. And then the other thing you might notice is that it's very green. Okay, well, I imagine some of that might be from the hemp oil. Keep in mind, it also has turmeric. If you've ever worked with turmeric in cooking, you'll know that it stains very easily. Look, all I'm saying is that you should give this cream time to dry before you put nice clothing over it. The cream is pretty thick, it does leave some residue, and it does take a few minutes for all of that to get absorbed into your skin. That is the nature of pain relief creams like this. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand so that you can see. Now, it's probably going to take about 3 to 5 minutes for this sheen on the back of my hand to go away. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. And then the menthol smell is going to linger for about an hour. But like I said, it works. So they say you can apply this 3 to 4 times per day. And of course, always remember to wash your hands after you apply. You wouldn't want to accidentally touch your face or rub your eyes or something like that right after applying this, because that would be bad. All in all, however, I would recommend this as a product, and I do think it's a great value. And that's everything you need to know about Arvesa's hemp cream.